Discus fish have been so extensively bred that they almost have an infinite array of patterns and color combinations. With so many stunning variations, both in the wild and in home aquariums, discus fish have won the hearts of many aquarists. Unfortunately, for beginners, discus fish care might be overwhelming. When choosing a tank for your discus fish, you should always take into consideration both the adult and juvenile size of the fish. One juvenile discus fish per 5 gallons is preferable, but if you're not planning to move them to bigger tanks as they grow, then you'll have to take into consideration the fact that adults need twice the volume of water as the juveniles, which means that you'll need 10 gallons per adult discus fish. Because discus are schooling fish, it is a good idea to keep at least 6 or more of them. While it is preferable to keep discus fish with their own kind, it's possible to keep other peaceful community fish with them to make the tank more lively. Discus fish, however, prefer a specific type of water, one that is warm, soft, and acidic. This rules out live bears, goldfish, oscars, and other common fish one might be thinking of adding. Discus fish are also quite timid and rather slow, so mixing them with boisterous fin nippers is a death sentence for them. If bottom feeders are introduced into the tank, discus fish are no longer able to graze on the bottom, due to them being rattled by the more active corridoras, or loaches. As a beginner, you might want to stick to just keeping them with their own kind. Discus are tropical fish, which means that they do better in warmer water. This means that certain plants and fish that require cooler water are out of the equation. Discus fish, in the wild, come from rivers, which, by nature, meanders. This means that, as it meanders, the current is effectively slowed down. In aquariums, this means having a gentle stream of water. This is especially important for juvenile discus. For adults, they should be able to handle stronger currents. Feeding with the right kind of food is one of the most important aspects of discus fish care. There are plenty of frozen food types, from the bloodworms to mysis. Quality frozen, pellet, and flake foods are preferable, as live food can act as parasite, bacteria, or virus carriers that can quickly compromise the health of your discus. Discus are as unique as they are paradoxical. They are quite sensitive to bacteria, viruses, and parasites, but as bottom grazers, they will scour the bottom of the tank for scraps of food, which are often havens for harmful bacteria and parasites that could end up killing them. To minimize the chances of this happening, one could either have a bare bottom tank, or one could simply feed the discus several times a day, with food that they can completely consume in up to 3 minutes max. The key to successful discus fish care isn't necessarily top-notch aquarium equipment or gigantic aquariums. It is something so deceptively simple, yet so difficult to perform consistently. Consistent water changes. In the wild, lakes, seas, rivers, and oceans are able to dilute the waste of decaying matter with the massive volume of water they hold. In the home aquarium, however, these wastes quickly build up. Even with top-notch filter media, some wastes and byproducts remain, like growth-stunting hormones produced by fish themselves, or nitrates, which require anaerobic bacteria, which is rather hard to achieve in aquariums. Nutrients that plants need are also steadily depleted. All of these problems are solved by performing regular water changes. Performing at least a 25 to 40% water change per week will keep your water clean and both your discus and plants happy.